Yeah. Well, I don't think I think at the core of it, what I've learned in my few years as an investor is to always just remember we're human first. And
Yeah.
no matter how many rules or what best practices you practice, we all have off days on both sides. But that is not to excuse any of the systematic challenges that we have in our industry that do relate to favoring a homogeneous group of people and marginalizing founders that can indeed build great companies. I mean, one of the things that really upsets me is that oftentimes when I've presented a deal to an investor who's more of a traditional investor, that's that's what I call it, traditional, they'll say, "Oh, that's nice. Is this for charity?
Oh.
Is this?" And so there is this other aspect of, even beyond the rudeness in a pitch, there is this consideration that as soon as you are a woman or a woman of color or just a person of color or just a underestimated founder, that sometimes just by default, the first thought that comes out in somebody's mind, and I've had this happen in conversations with other investors, is, "Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a SMB business," or "What is this hair product thing?" or "What is," because the markets are not understood. But if you step back and think about how we are, I mean, Gen Z's already minority majority population, you start to see that having a homogeneous outlook on life is not going to pan out in the long term, and it's really important to appreciate diverse founders for the edge in business and perspective that they provide a market that's evolving into something that is not homogeneous anymore.
Yeah, it was very interesting for us when we tried to increase the number of underrepresented founders that we were meeting in order to invest. Our free events didn't really help. We were doing these free events and we still saw a very low number of people of color applying. And I guess, you could say, okay, well, you did a free event and not many people applied. We did the best we could. And then what we challenged ourselves internally was to do an event just for underrepresented founders. And when we did that, the number of applications went through the roof. When we asked people why they came to this event and not other ones, they said, well, when I saw you were doing this Founder University for women or Founder University for underrepresented founders, Jackie, who runs it, I realized that you were really committed to this, and therefore I applied because I knew you were taking it seriously and I should give it my attention. So I think creating spaces for these founders to have, 100% of the energy in the room has been a breakout for us. I don't know if anybody else can benefit from that. But if you're not seeing enough deal flow, you have to ask yourself, like, maybe people don't feel like contacting you. That's a real phenomenon as well, right?
I mean, you just saw Angela say, I'm going to watch where I put my money, where I take my money, right? And other founders are saying the same thing. And authenticity in this game right now is real. And that is going to be, I'm seeing it be more and more the currency. What are you saying? What are you doing? Where are you writing your checks? And what does your team look like? I have had several VCs, big names, call me and ask me, what do I do? And I said, it's pretty simple. Look at your team. Hire people that are representative of the deal flow that you want. Yeah. And make it real. Don't make it some sort of statement that's for PR and marketing and hope that the fad blows over. Because I don't think that is what is happening anymore. I do think that there's a lot of stickiness to what is happening now.
Yeah, it does feel like this is a tipping point in culture. We've never seen anything like this in terms of the number of people protesting. It's really eye-opening. And then people demanding change.